I'm Mark Sardella. Today is July 2nd, 2008, and this is Local Energy News, bringing you news from around the world with a focus on policies and practices that are helping or inhibiting your community's efforts to build local self-reliance in energy. This broadcast is now available from our website at localenergynews.org or from the Bioneers community website at connect.bioneers.org. You can also subscribe to the podcast from our website or at the iTunes Store. And now the news. The world is in the grip of its third oil shock, according to the executive director of the International Energy Agency. Speaking at the World Petroleum Conference in Madrid, Nobuo Tanaka told the crowd that the current crisis is different from the oil embargo of 1973 and the Iranian Revolution of 1979, when there was still a lot of easy oil to be pumped. In its new report, the IEA sharply cut its estimates of future oil supplies and cited the aging of existing oil fields and inadequate investment as reasons for the tightening supply. News like that is putting even more upward pressure on crude oil prices, which soared to yet another record yesterday, settling at nearly $141 per barrel. That's roughly twice what it cost this time last year, when a barrel of oil was just $71. Motor gasoline prices also broke new ground this week in the U.S., with a gallon of gasoline now averaging $4.09. To be sure, many Europeans are paying double that amount, but the cost of gas is now 39% higher than it was a year ago. And get ready for sharply higher heating costs this winter. Natural gas prices are more than double what they were this time last year. 1 million BTUs of the gas now sells for $13.63, an unprecedented price for this time of year. Storage levels for natural gas are also 16% below what they were this time last year. Even after the sharp hikes we've been seeing in the retail cost of conventional electricity, getting your power from a small solar photovoltaic system can be twice as expensive. That, according to SolarBuzz, publisher of an online index that tracks price trends for the solar power industry. According to SolarBuzz, the fully amortized cost of electricity before incentive programs from a 2-kilowatt grid-connected system in a sunny climate is about 37.5 cents per kilowatt hour. Their index also shows that the cost of electricity from a larger 50-kilowatt commercial system is now about 27 cents a kilowatt hour. And finally, the U.S. Department of Energy announced Monday that it intends to provide more than $30 billion in loan guarantees for projects that can reduce or sequester air pollutants and greenhouse gas emissions. The DOE has structured the new program in a way that ensures that more than 2/3 of the support will go to nuclear power facilities and nuclear fuels facilities. Less than 1/3 of the DOE program is devoted to renewable energy and energy efficiency. Rising energy costs are a big problem, creating a direct financial hardship for those who can least afford it. High energy costs hit hardest in rural communities, where many residents commute long distances to low-wage jobs and rely on propane, one of the most expensive fuels available, for home heating. Together, these two factors are threatening to destroy the rural communities that are the heart of this great country. Big problems deserve big solutions, but so far the proposals to address the energy crisis coming out of Washington have failed to contemplate the magnitude and scope of the energy problem. Even the presidential candidates, given a national stage every day to present a new platform on energy, have not taken the opportunity to put forth ideas on the scale needed to address the energy crisis in this country. Let's assume for a moment that the reason our politicians have put forth no credible plans for solving the energy crisis is that they don't have any idea how to do it. In that case, here's a fresh perspective. Rather than trying to create an energy supply that can sustain our economy, let's instead create an economy that can be sustained by our energy supply. It goes something like this. Every town in America should immediately conduct an economic leakage study to characterize the loss of dollars from the community, particularly for importing food and energy from outside the community. Next, identify the greatest opportunities to reduce the losses through local production of food, fuels, and electricity. Federal, state, and local governments must enact policies and fund programs to build economic resilience and security by applying the principles of local self-reliance to food and energy. For food, that means providing funding and support for community gardens, small farms and farm cooperatives, and local farmers markets. For thermal energy, it means creating opportunities and incentives for local independent companies to heat schools and local businesses with solar and biomass energy. For transportation fuels, it means setting up small-scale regional fuel cooperatives to grow, process, and deliver fuel from a diverse array of regionally appropriate biofuel crops. And for electricity, it means transferring ownership of the entire wires infrastructure to the public sector and operating it the way we run our national highway system, for the public good. Imagine unleashing the awesome power of government on a set of policies and programs that promote community self-reliance in food and energy, putting an end to the perverse incentives and programs that have created the least efficient, most polluting energy and food systems the world has ever known. Imagining a government like this, one that works in the public interest, is imagining a revolution that is long overdue. For practical ideas on how you can help bring about the revolution in energy self-reliance, check out our website at localenergynews.org. I'm Mark Sardella. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next week.